And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from Vandalia, Missouri, where we are here at Van Far Senior High School. And we're going to see a contest between the Van Far Lady Indians and your hometown Elsberry Lady Indians. And it's sort of like yesterday, kind of hot today. Very hot. I'm trying to drink my water before it starts boiling. Trying to keep my iPad in the shade to where it doesn't have a heat stroke. It's already had one since I got everything set up today. But looks like both teams are ready to head out. They got some music going. And so we're going to just jump right in here to looks like Elsberry's getting ready to take some not batting practice, but field practice right now. So it'll be a few more minutes before the game actually starts. It's 10 till 5 now. So it's really 10 minutes till the game is scheduled to start. I know a lot of these umpires like to start the games early, and that's not good for people like me that are on a time schedule. But anyway, here is the starting lineup for the Van Far Lady Indians. Leading off is going to be number 10, Devin Keller, the pitcher. Next is number 23, Michaela McAfee, the shortstop. 21, Mallory Williams, catcher. 14, Haley Baskett, third base. 7, Olivia Grady, center field. Number 12, Kaylin Caldwell, second base. Number 13, Mara Jensen, first base. Number 9, Elise Jensen, right field. And batting ninth is going to be number 5, Aubrey Bungie. And she is the left fielder. And that is the starting lineup for the Van Far Lady Indians. Now for the Elsberry Lady Indians, we have leading off number 2, Tiny Henderson, center field. Number 9, Tyra Henderson, catcher. Number 15, Kylie Kinsler, the pitcher. Number 19, Morgan Jones, first base. Number 20, Kelsey Flaster, left field. Number 13, Emma Flaster, third base. Number 3, Peyton Robinson, shortstop. Number 16, Mackenzie Gladney, right field. Number 12, Bella Mozzie, designated hitter. And number 11, Addison Steele, flex player at second base. So that is the starting lineups for these two teams. Talk a little bit about, before this game gets started here. Let's talk a little bit about how the Elsberry Lady Indians have been doing. Let's see, through 8 games, get this pulled up here. Through 8 games, the leading batting average is Morgan Jones at 423. She's had 26 at bats. 27 plate appearances, 26 official at-bats, had 11 hits, 5 singles, 5 doubles, and a triple with 7 RBIs, and she scored 8 times. And Tiny Henderson is next with a 385 batting average, and she's had 21 plate appearances, but only 13 official at-bats because they like to walk her. But she's had 5 hits, 4 singles, and 1 triple. Somewhere down here, and she's had 7 walks. So that's why I said it. They like to walk her. She's got a lot smaller strike zone, so they have a little bit more trouble with her. Third up in the batting average is Tyra Henderson with a 296 batting average, and she's had 29 plate appearances with 27 official at bats. 7 hits, 4 of them are singles, a double, 2 triples. Let's see, I'm looking down the wrong one. Tyra's had 8 hits, 4 singles, 1 double, and 3 home runs. And that's been her only 3 RBIs. Next down the list, we've got all the way down, hitting in the 200s, while hitting in the 304 is Let's see, which Flaster is that? Number 20. I got to look up. I don't remember their numbers. Kelsey Flaster is hitting 304. Kylie Kinsler is hitting 286. Mackenzie Gladney is hitting 261. Peyton Robinson is hitting 280. Bella Mosby 273. And Emma Flaster at 107. So they're not hitting half bad. The last game last night, they had trouble making good contact with the ball. Just every ball was either softly hit or it was right to a defender. And I mean right to them, as in they didn't have to move to get it. But that was last night. So we are here for tonight's game. And let's see if we can throw a commercial in here before this game gets started.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back. We still have a few more minutes till this game starts. Elsberry, the Lady Indians are 4-4 this year. Their last loss was yesterday afternoon at Fort Zumwalt East against a very good team. They lost by a score of 6-1. Elsberry only managed one hit in that game. That was a double by Morgan Jones, and she subsequently came around to score on a sacrifice. But that was the only hit of the game. Like I said before, they just couldn't get the ball out of the infield. Once they got it out of the infield, it was a fly ball, and it was just right to their defenders. Van Far is 3-3 on the year. They lost their first three games, and they've won the last three. So either they've gotten very hot, or, which in weather like this is easy to do, it's very hot. But either they've found something, or their opposition, just the way the schedule works out. Their last win, I don't remember what day it was, but I believe it was late last week, I believe, was against Louisiana. And like I said, they won the two games before that and lost the first three. So we have some probably evenly matched teams here, 4-4 and 3-3. And looks like the umpires they're out at the home plate right now waiting for the coaches and the captains to come out. So while they're doing that, let's throw in another commercial here.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, everybody's out there shaking hands, and I think we're about ready to play some ball. Can't see my computer screen real well because there's sun is glaring on it quite a bit, but I think I've got first base and third base. Like I said before, I wish that this camera widened out quite a bit more. Maybe I'll look around someday for a little more wide-angle lens for a video camera like this, or just a wide-angle video camera. It works good at football games and basketball games, but the softball games, so many of the places where you're sitting so close to the home plate, then it just doesn't open up enough. But that's the way it is. So after that little war chant over there, it looks like the Van Far Lady Indians are ready to take the field. And see who their pitcher is. Their pitcher is Devin Keller. She's going to be throwing some in. Well, they got a bar here right in front of me that is right in my line of sight for seeing this whole game. I can probably see better if I just look at my computer screen. And so Van Far is out there warming up. I mean, they've already warmed up some, but they're out there warming up in their positions now. And leading off for the Elsberry Lady Indians is number 2, Tiny Henderson. She is playing center field. So she gets her walk-up music. One last little cleanup on the home plate for the umpire. And Tiny walks in. She bats from the left side. So she steps into the batter's box, ready for her first pitch. She takes the ball. And afraid the scoreboard for you guys is out of the field of view. And she squares up to bunt on a second pitch, and it's a pop right to the pitcher. So 1 up and 1 down for Elsberry. Brings up her sister, Tyra Henderson. She's catching in this game. Tyra bats from the right side. She swings and hits a ball down the third base line. And I wasn't sure whether that was going to be foul or not. It wasn't, but they throw her out. So that brings up Kylie Kinsler with 2 outs. And that first pitch to Kylie is in the dirt and gets through. Comes all the way back here to the fence. Ball one. There's a call strike. 1-1 on Kylie Kinsler, pitcher for Elsberry Lady Indians. There's a ball outside. Two balls, one strike. And that one low and inside almost hits her. Makes it 3-1 with two outs. Swing and a foul ball. Full count. This ball hit the shortstop. And she throws over to first, and it is out for Elsberry in the first inning. 6-3 put out. The third out, and that brings up the bottom half of the first inning. Let's take a break.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back. And get ready for the bottom half, the home half, this first inning. Elsberry was not able to do anything with their half. They had 3 up and 3 down. Let's hope their defense does a little bit better. Okay, leading off for the Van Far Lady Indians. Number 10, Devin Keller, the pitcher. And Kinsler gets ready to pitch. First pitch is a call strike. High fly ball out into center field. And it's to the fence. Tiny is out to get it, gets it thrown in. And meanwhile, Devin Keller is into third base with a leadoff triple. Brings up number 23, Michaela McAfee, shortstop. Nobody out, runner on third. And first pitch was swinging a foul ball right in front. No balls, one strike. High foul ball behind us. No balls, 2 strikes. Michaela McCaffey up to bat, batting from the right side. Ball outside. Tyra looked at the runner back to third. There's the ball, gets through, and Devin Keller comes in for a run. Meanwhile, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Michaela McCaffey. Okay, ball 3. Start off 0-2, and now it's 3-2. High fly ball, second base is under it, and she has it. 1 out. It's Addison Steele out there at second base. Brings up Haley Baskett, number 14, batting from the right side. She's third base. There's a call strike. And there's a call strike too. And I'm sorry, I got the name wrong. That's Mallory Williams at the bat right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. High fly ball out into center field. Tiny is under it and has it. All right, so at the end of 1 inning, Van Far was able to get a run in their half of the inning. So at the end of 1, it is 1-0 Van Far.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Hey, we are back with Morgan Jones coming up to bat. She is, at this point in time, the leading hitter for the Elsberry Lady Indians. Like I said, with a 423 batting average with 26 official at bats. All right. Pitcher's taking their time to get the ball in there. Here comes the first pitch. Call strike one. Ball high. Swing and a miss, strike two. And there was a call, strike three. Brings up number 20, Kelsey Flaster, batting from the left side. Kelsey's batting .273 this year, coming into this game. Hits the ball right to the shortstop. She kind of fumbles a little bit, picks it up quickly, and gets it over there in time. She fumbled it, but she was able to recover real quick. So, once again, in the second inning, we have 2 up, 2 down. Now we have Emma Flaster. There's a call strike. Ball one. 1-1. 2 outs, top of the second. Two balls, one strike. Three balls, one strike. And there was call strike two. Full count. And she takes a walk. So, Elsberry has their first base runner. Brings up Peyton Robinson, shortstop. Peyton is batting .217 so far this season. Two outs and a runner on first. There's a high foul. It's going to go out of play. Went over to the left side, went behind the fence. So no balls, one strike on Peyton Robinson. Next pitch is a call strike. There's a base hit into left field. And Emma Flaster's on second. Peyton Robinson's on first. So with 2 outs, Elsberry has 2 runners on, first and second. Mackenzie Gladney up to bat now. Mackenzie's playing right field tonight. Mackenzie's batting .227 so far this year. Little dribbler to third base, picked it up and threw. I got the bar right in front of me. I couldn't really see what they were doing. Over to first base, so that retires the side.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we are back for the bottom of the second inning. And it's going to bring up Olivia Grady for Van Far. She is number 7, and she is their center field. She bats from the right side. So all the Elsberry infield was out on the pitcher circle, giving some confidence to Kylie. Kylie looks in, ready for her first pitch. Foul ball straight behind us. Strike 1. There's a ball high and outside. Hard hit ball into left field. And that was Kelsey Flaster out there to snag that one in. So 1 out for Van Far in the bottom of the second brings up number 12, Kaylin Colwell, second base. Call strike 1. There's a ball over second base. And they get it thrown in very sloppily to the infield. And Kaylin Colwell is on first with a single. So a 1-out single for Colwell brings up Mara Jensen, number 13, first base. Ball 1. Ball hit right to third base, throw over to second. and couldn't quite get there in time. They were close to a double play, but they did get the lead runner. So with 2 outs, brings up Elise Jensen, right fielder, with Mara Jensen on first. First pitch is high, ball 1. Throw down to first, but not quite in time. 2 balls, no strikes on Elise Jensen. There's a call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tyra's doing a good job of holding Mara Jensen on first. Three and one. And that was ball 4. That puts Elise Jensen on. First walk tonight given up by Kylie. Brings up number 5, Aubrey Bungie, left field. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Ball 1. Ball hit past second base. And they got the ball into the infield. Took a little while, but they got the ball into the infield. Mackenzie Gladney wasn't exactly sure what to do out there, with the runner held up on third. So now we got the bases loaded. Brings up Devin Keller, top of the lineup. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Hard hit ball out into center field, and it's going to drop. 1 run is crossed, 2 runs across. And there's a stand-up double by Devin Keller. Brings up Michaela McAfee. High fly ball out into right center. I'm sorry, left center. It drops, and fielders run into each other. And we have ourselves an inside the park home run there. So it looks like Van Far is having a lot of fun right now. Next score is 6-0. Nobody on. Call strike. Mallory Williams is up to bat now. She's their catcher. High fly ball into center field. Tiny is under it and has it. So there is 3 outs but a lot of damage done that inning. Scoring now at the end of 2 innings is Vanfar 6, Elsberry 0.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Okay, we are back. And that was not a pretty half inning for Elsberry. They connected quite well with that ball. And little fielding mishaps. And that resulted in 3 more runs. I guess, let's see, hang on here. Well, it was 5 more runs altogether. Yeah, 5 runs altogether in that inning. It was 1-0 before that. And so we are back. Try to pull ourselves out of this one. Coming up to bat now is designated hitter Bella Mozzie. She's batting from the left side. So far, Vanfar defense hasn't given up much. There's a call, strike 1. That was ball 1. As much as I'm glad it's a ball, that looked right down the middle. Ball 2 on the inside. And that ball was right over her head, and it tried attacking me. Fortunately, there's a fence in the way. Three balls, 1 strike on Mozzie. And there's a leadoff walk for the Lady Indians. The Elsberry Lady Indians, I should say. Brings up top of the lineup in the form of Tiny Henderson. Nobody out and 1 runner on. This is what Elsberry's been lacking the last game and this one is base runners. Ball 1. You got to have base runners before you can get runs. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Runner on first. Nobody out. There's ball 3. Little conference out on the pitcher circle. Hesitate to call it a pitcher's mound. It's not a mound. And there's a call strike. 3-0 pitch, and Tiny was taking all the way, so now it's 3-1. Dribbler passed first. Okay, they get the shortstop throws. I said fast pass first. His past pitcher. Shortstop gets the ball over to second, gets the lead runner, but Tiny is on first. So she's on with the fielder's choice. With one out, brings up Tyra Henderson, batting from the right side. There's a foul ball back behind us. Tiny was heading for second. Next pitch, right to second base. Oh, and they got her. I thought maybe she was close to being there. She was close, but so Tyra's on with the fielder's choice. And they get the lead runner, so there's 2 outs. Brings up Kylie Kinsler. She grounded out to short her first time up. So we're in the same situation before. Runner on first. And now there's 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And Tyra tried stealing second and was thrown out from home. So, no runs. Actually, no hits. Got a walk. And once again, no score for the Elsberry Lady Indians. Let's take a break.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right, we are back for the bottom of the third inning. And I'm finally starting to sit in some shade here, and I can thank Matt Jones for that. He's got a canopy up, and they set it in such a way that the sun is finally going down low enough that it's putting me in some shade. So, and coming up to bat for Van Far is number 14, Haley Baskett, their third base. So we have a bit of a defensive change. Addison Steele is now pitching. Kinsler's over on third. First pitch is low for a ball. Hard hit ball out into right center, and it's going to the fence. And she is into second with a stand-up double. So Haley Baskett with a double. So with nobody out, runner on second, we have the center fielder, number 7, Olivia Grady. Swing and a miss, strike one. There's a bunt foul down the first base line. Strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. Addison Steele with her first strikeout. Haley Baskett remains on second. Brings up Kaylin Caldwell, second base. She had a base hit her first time up, I'm sorry. There's a foul ball back behind us, strike one. Call strike two. No balls, two strikes on Kaylin Caldwell. One out. Van Far with one runner on. High fly ball. Second base is underneath it and has it. Holds the runner on second. So with two outs and a runner on second, brings up Mara Jensen. She reached on a fielder's choice last time up. Ball one. Foul tip, straight back, strike one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. And there's a call, strike three. For the third out. So at the end of 3 innings, score is Van Far 6, Elsberry nothing.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Okay, we are back for the top of the 4th inning. Elsberry needs to be getting some runners on and, more importantly, getting them across home plate. And since Kylie Kinsler was up to bat in the last inning when Tyra was thrown out, then she's up to bat now. Tyra was thrown out at second base on an attempted steal. So she's up with a fresh new set of balls and strikes. That pitch skipped in there for ball one. Ball high for ball 2. Ball 3. Three and 0. Here's a call strike. Three and 1. Ball 4. Here's Morgan Jones up to bat. Nobody out. Kylie Kinsler on first. Morgan Jones batting. Hey, she stepped out for a second. She's ready. There's a call, strike 1. Ball skips in. 1-1. Here's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kylie Kinsler still down on first base. They are expecting her to steal, I believe. There's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1 pitch. Foul ball right into her knee, I think. She's in a little bit of pain, I know that. Nah, she just pointed at her left ankle. I think she's going to be okay. She's walking it off. Okay, here's Morgan Jones up with a 3-2 count. Kylie Kinsler on first, nobody out. There's a fair ball down the third base line. It's going to go to the fence. Kinsler's around third. She's going to score. And Jones is on second with a stand-up double. So with nobody out, Elsberry is on the board now with Kinsler scoring. And that brings up Kelsey Flaster. And that ball came in, hit her on the right elbow. Brings up Emma Flaster. You got runners on first and second. Nobody out so far, 1 run in. Van Far has decided to take a little break out there, try to calm down a little bit. And they are breaking up out there, and Emma Flaster is going to be coming up with Morgan Jones and Kelsey Flaster on base. Morgan Jones is on second. Kelsey's on first. And Morgan was way off the bag. They threw down there, and it was close, but she was called safe. That was a good throw down there from catcher. There's a bunt to the pitcher. She throws over to first. And double play. Morgan Jones tried to come home on that, and they doubled her up. So we are down to, that is Kelsey Flaster that is on third base, and Morgan Jones was tagged out at first base. Swing and a miss on Peyton Robinson. There's a call strike. Ball skips in, but the catcher got behind it or got in front of it and kept it from going back. Probably saved a run. Kelsey Flaster down on third base, wanting to come home. She's only 60 feet away from run number 2. There's a fly foul ball, and it stays on the infield, but their third base was not able to get to it. Remains one ball and 2 strikes. Kelsey down on third, still wanting to come home. Peyton Robinson with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball high, 2-2. 2 outs, 1 runner on. With a foul ball out to the left side. Remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. 3 outs for the Elsberry Indians, but they scored a run that inning. Score is now 6-1, halfway through the 4th inning. Take a break.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, we are back for the bottom of the 4th inning. Home half. Scores: Vandalia 6, Elsberry 1. Vandalia is going to be bringing up Elise Jensen. She walked her first time up. All the infielders giving Addison Steele some words of encouragement. Ball one to Elise. Ball two. Ball three. 3 balls, no strikes. Leadoff hitter for Van Far in this bottom of the 4th inning. There's a strike one. 3 balls, 1 strike. And there's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Van Far in the 4th inning. Brings up Aubrey Bungie. There's a foul tip. Ball 1, 1-1 on the batter. Elise Jensen down there on first. Tyra looking her over, trying to making sure she doesn't go to second. She squares up to bunt. And the throw was over to first, but not in time. So Van Far with no outs has runners on first and second. That brings up Devin Keller, who's been terrific with the bat tonight. She's hit a triple and a double. 3 RBIs. And there's a hard hit ball all the way to the fence in left center. And another run scores from first. No, I'm sorry, from second, yeah. Brings up number 23, Michaela McAfee, who's still with nobody out, 2 runners on. Hard hit ball out into right center. Ball gets past. Another 2-run score. They finally get the ball into the pitcher circle. And Michaela McAfee is on with a stand-up triple. 2 more runs are in. I thought 2 runs came in. Maybe only one. Scoreboard out there is saying 8. So big powwow out in the pitcher circle, discussing what's going on. These Van Far girls are really hitting the ball hard. So they're breaking it up out there. Brings up Mallory Williams, their catcher. Addison Steele still has been pitching. Ball gets away, and another run is in, and the runner on first makes it to third. There's a call strike. Still nobody out in this inning. There was strike 2. There's a ball, 2-2. Ball hit over the shortstop all the way to the fence into left center. Another run scores, and Mallory Williams is joining in on this party for Van Far. She's in with a stand-up double. Makes the score 10-1. Ball hit the shortstop. And a little double pump out there, and did not get her. She is safe at first. So still nobody out, and Olivia Grady up to bat. 2 runners on. And there's a foul ball behind us. Ball hit to third. Steps on the bag. Kylie stepped on the bag for the first out. Got the lead runner. So Kaylin Colwell up to bat. Second base. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Score is 10-1. Van Far over Elsberry. There's ball 1. Ball 2 and throw down to second, not in time. Call strike. Foul ball. Count is 2-2 with 1 out on Kalen Colwell. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for the second out. Brings up Mara Jensen. She struck out looking her last time up for the third out. And Farr still with 2 runners on. Ball hit right to second base, and she pulled it in. Let's take a break.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
All right, we are back for the top of the 5th inning. Brings up Mackenzie Gladney. She is the right fielder. There's a foul ball down the third base line. Swing and a miss. Chase that one outside. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brings up Bella Mozzie. She walked her first time up. So with 1 out, Bella Mozzie's batting. Ball 1. Ball way high. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Ball right back through the pitcher, and nobody can get it. It just went right over it went right under the pitcher's legs and right over second base. Nobody got it, so One-out hit for Bellamazzi. Brings up Tiny Henderson. They're playing her in, straightaway and in. There's ball one. Slapped the ball foul down the third baseline. Ball two. Swing and a miss, strike two. And there was call strike three. There's 2 outs. So it is now up to Tyra Henderson to try to get Bellamazzi home. Ball one. Call strike one. Hard hit ball into center field. Center fielder's under it and has it. That is 3 outs. So, halfway through the 5th inning, we have a score of 10-1, Van Far over Elsberry.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, looks like we have another pitching change out there. Looks like it's going to be Tyra Henderson pitching. Mackenzie Gladney has come in from right field to play behind the plate. Kylie Kinsler is she's still on third. And let's see, who do they have out in right field? I can't really tell from here. Can't really tell. See if they changed the lineup. Nope, they didn't change the lineup. So that doesn't help me any. Okay, I see her number now. That's Addison Steele out in right field. So, completely different look now. So we're going to have Elise Jensen up to bat. First pitch for Tyra is a ball. There's ball 3. I missed one pitch. And there was 4 pitches and a walk. So Fanfare leads off with a walk. And looks like their coach is coming in, make some changes. See who we've got here. I don't have the complete lineup here in front of me. Thought I did. So I'm not sure who's batting now. It is Colby Walton, and they're just attacking me with the softball. One ball and 1 strike on Colby Walton. Two balls, 1 strike. Ball high, 3. I don't think Tyra's real comfortable being a pitcher out there. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Full count. And a call, strike 3. So there's the first out in the 5th inning. And that brings up Devin Keller. And she has been wicked tonight. She's done a lot of damage tonight. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Ball hit into right field. And Addison Steele is right there to get it. And Elise Jensen is tagged up from second and went to third. So it brings up, let's see who they scheduled to come up, but I think they changed. Number 3. That is Annalyn Colwell. So with 2 outs, Annalyn Colwell is up to bat. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch is a ball. Ball high, 3 balls. Ball gets away from Gladney, and nobody came in to cover, and that is the 10-run difference in the 5th inning. So this ball game is over. And final score 11-1, Van Far over Elsberry.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are back to sum up this game, and about the only way you can sum it up is, once again, lack of offense. They're just, the last 2 games, they just can't seem to get any offense going. They had a couple times tonight, at least they had some base runners, a couple times tonight with 2 runners on, but they absolutely could not get them around. And so with a score of 11-1, you can see how lopsided the whole thing was. So much like last night, tonight they just have to put in the past and remember there's a game Thursday and try to get some offense going on Thursday. We are back at home Thursday against North Callaway, a 5 o'clock game. So they have tomorrow off, and Thursday's the game against North Callaway. I haven't looked them up, so I really don't know what their record is or anything else, but it doesn't matter what their record is. They've got to play well against any of these teams. And they just haven't done it this last couple of games. So the Elsberry Lady Indians dropped to 4-5 for the season. Not at all what I was expecting at this point. And I'm sure they weren't either. But I'm going to go ahead and close this broadcast out and say goodbye from Van Far. And I will see you Thursday. So for the Indian Sports Network, this is Kenny Masterson saying good evening from Vandalia, Missouri at Van Far Senior High School. I will see you again Thursday evening when we play North Callaway at Elsberry. Good night, everybody.